We're going to be taking a look at the Elden Hollows dungeon. It's 22 to 25 dungeon. And you're going to be looking at from my point of view here as Tizzy, a healer for this group. Right now we're just moving through some trash mobs. Right off the bat here is the first group. It should be a fairly easy group for your group to kill off. Nothing special. Kill the healers first and tank and spank it all. You'll find these little grabber mobs all throughout the dungeon. I recommend you kill them first, otherwise it does make it a bit harder on your healer, because they will grab you and pull you to them, stun you for a second or two. This is a fairly big pull here. Recommendations: keep your group together. It makes it a lot easier on the healer to keep everybody healed up and keep their mana topped off at the same time. Like always, take out the enemy healers first. Make it a lot easier. Another one of them strangler puller mobs. Make sure you take them out. This pull right here is a fairly small one compared to what was just done. Just take out the dark friend healers first. Just remember, you don't have to have your tank pick up all the aggro. It does make it a little easier on the healer. Spread the aggro out a little bit. Another strangler on the left here. This medium-sized pull right before you get to the first real boss of the dungeon here. Be careful that you don't pull the group on the right also, otherwise you end up with a large pull, which sometimes can be hard to handle. This group here seems to have no problem picking up all the mobs, and let's just clearing it all out. As you can see there, the group on the right sitting there looking at us ever so closer, moving in on us. There we go, finally picked them all up. And then there's a strangler right behind that healer there. And as you'll see, it'll keep pulling me in until we've dispatched of it here, which is very annoying when you're trying to keep everybody healed up. Here comes our first real boss of the dungeon, Akash Grama. Fairly straightforward boss to kill here. He has 2 or 3 different types of attacks. One's a circle AoE that follows him around. He's basically swinging his weapon around, hitting everybody in a small circle around him. And he also has a cone attack pushback there that he does, which does a small amount of damage. There's that cone of attack I was talking about. And there's the circle AoE attack that he does. And he does have that little leap attack where he'll randomly leap and hit somebody. And there you go, and that's Akash Garamal. Fairly easy boss. 3 different attacks there. The cone that shoots out in front has a little bit of a pushback, and the more people inside that cone, the more damage is done. He has a circle AoE. There's a small circle around him as he's swinging his maul around hitting. And then he has a little jump attack where he'll randomly pick somebody and jump straight towards them and hit them with it. There is a boss to the south right there that we do end up skipping. It's fairly straightforward boss, Tank and Spank. I call it a mini boss. It's not really even a boss. Another Strangler. Make sure you take them out. And this small pull here. Fairly standard. Take out the healers. DPS the rest down. Tank and Spank. This is a medium pull here. There's 2 healers in this pull. Keep that in mind. It can become a large pull because there's that group on the other side of the bridge that we aggroed there. If you do manage to get it all at once, that will make for 3 healers that you'll have to kill right off the bat. these outlets. They can be kind of rough because if you do manage to stand in their attack there, they do a fair amount of damage. You've seen there hit our tank for at least half his health. It's recommended to either block or get out of the daggum way. And this is in the second boss, I believe, Chakaratharan. He's pretty straightforward. He'll do an attack that'll grab you and pull you in like that. And then shortly after that, he'll do an AoE ground attack. And you do need to get out of the range because that will take out half your health for most people this level. Every so often, some of his little minions will pop up around the outside corners of the area. Make sure you take them out because they do shoot a beam at them that heals them up. So basically, they're healing them. Basically, throughout this fight, me and our other backup healer there, we're both taking out the little minions so that keep his healing to a minimum. Tanks are standing out of the way so they don't get hit by that huge AoE. And other than that, it's just standard tank and spank. Let the tank keep the aggro and DPS them down. That's Chakaratharan. This is kind of coming up here. I'd call them mini bosses. Right after you take out this outlet here, there'll be a mini boss version of them. It's pretty similar to this version right here, except with a lot more health. Okay, I stand corrected. There was no mini boss version of them there. Sometimes you will see one there of them though. And And this room can get a little hairy. If you pull everybody in the room, it can get just a little messy. And there's two ways to get to the last boss here. There's the north, and then there's the east direction there. We happen to take the north on this one. And this is where the larger version of the Alarets is. Stand corrected right there. Like I said, it's pretty straightforward. Pretty much does a cone attack forward, and it's just like the smaller version. You just don't want to stand in it. It's got about 8,030 health for the larger one. The Leap Seether. Another double Alet kill here. Just be careful you don't get hit by both AoEs at the same time. A lot of health out of you. And this will be the last boss of the dungeon right here. Canon Revi Oranith. She does an attack where she'll cast an AoE spit on somebody. It's a green ball that'll shoot out like right there. And then there's an AoE ground circle that'll pop up with little hands. It'll grab you and hold you unless you roll out of it or get out of it. And then she'll also do the AoE circle attack around her, and you definitely want to make sure everybody gets out of that. The little circle hand grab and hold does spawn these skeletal guys, Darkon skeletals. Take them out first before focusing on her. Stay out of her mega AoE there, and then take out the skeletons they spawn. Other than that, as you can see here, it's pretty straightforward. Take and spank the boss. Try to keep your party grouped up together so that your AoE circle heal will be able to hit everybody and you'll get your mana regen from it. And that's pretty much it for the dungeon. Hopefully by watching this, it'll help you out, complete Elden Hollow, and get the dungeon done. Keep checking back for more of these little guides on the other dungeons, and eventually we'll make it up to the veteran dungeons, and I'll make some of them also. This is Tom, thanks for watching.
Broken, yet evil still stirs. Everybody out! Orinet would undo us all! Mistress Bakara, what are you doing? You must go. No, you must go. Warn the guild. Warn Tamriel. Quickly now! Bakara can't hold this forever! You made it out too. I think. Better be worth it. Think you felt the rumblings. Saw the darkness pouring from the ground. You tell me what that was. All I know is Bakara gave her life to save us from it. Don't waste her sacrifice. I'll get topside and alert the Mages Guild as soon as I catch. I only know that the darkness...